As I said, we're just gonna hop right into it. No intro song or anything there. Um, so what we're gonna do here, I concocted an idea all on my own. Concocted an idea. We're gonna get to 13 Sentinels here a little later tonight, but still coughing. It's terrible. It's terrible. I don't think I'll ever live another day of my life without coughing. Um, the worst part is like it's not that bad throughout the day, and then it's only when I towards the end of a day, like at night, when I'm just probably like tired of stuff, or um, when I have to like start talking for stream and everything. Um, yeah, and then that's when the coughs come. It's terrible. It's terrible. Um, so let's get to this. I've got this queued up here. So yeah, we'll get to 13 Sentinels a little shortly tonight, but I wanted to do something here for an hour or so. Came up with an idea, and that idea, I'm not 100% sure if this is going to end up being 100% above above the table, above whatever phrase you want to do legally. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. If I put this up on YouTube after or something, we'll see if I get attacked by the bots. I don't know. But so I was doing I was so busy today. Work, other stuff, and I came across this thing on the internet that I'd never heard about before. It's by this channel called Jubilee. I believe it's called Jubilee. Yeah. And they have this show that they claim is YouTube's number one game show, which seems like a very bold claim. I don't know if we can fact check that, but we'll give them the benefit of the doubt here. But apparently, and I haven't done too much research because I didn't want to spoil myself because it's going to get to the ruin what I'm going to be doing here. But essentially, it's a show where they put fuck, dude. They put these people into a room. Maybe 7 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 6 people. They put a group of people into a room, and they're all a certain thing. Like, this is the first episode of the show. Season 1, episode 1, you see? 6 Beyonce fans versus 1 secret hater. So allegedly, there's 6 Beyonce fans and 1 hater. And they start talking. And then they got to figure out who the hater is just by asking questions. Now, unless there's like 3 people here. Unless there's like 3 people here. Is there like 2 people behind this gentleman? Maybe there's a short person like behind one of these people. I don't know. I don't get what this box is. This is kind of bizarre. This contraption they've stuffed these people into is creeping me out. I don't know what this is. Like I said, I didn't watch really much of anything because I didn't want to spoil anything. Because this is all a blind watching, And so I thought it would be fun. A little different kind of thing, different idea for the stream. But every once in a while, just like every once in a while I've been doing the watching the thing and Rampa thing, every once in a while, if this show thing, episode thing is interesting, if it ends up being interesting, I think it would be a fun watch every once in a while, just mix into streams with watching a couple of these. They're not long, as you can see, 13 minutes. It's not super long, but we watch a couple, 2 or 3, and then we can get to 13 Sentinels later. But yeah, just every once in a while I'm mixing them in. Like I said, if this is really boring for myself, then maybe we won't watch it ever beyond tonight. But I wanted to give it a shot. I'm trying to mix up some of the stuff I do on stream for viewers and for me. I'm just trying to do, not like I feel like I need to do different stuff, but I'm just trying to keep myself slightly more interested with certain stuff and doing different stuff and testing out different stuff. And like I said, who knows? Maybe the bots come and attack me and then I just get fucked. And then the whole archive channel goes down from watching something like this. Look at these thumbnails. But yeah, you can see, I mean, maybe we'll only watch like 2 or 3 tonight, but this was the test one I did. That's why it has a little red bar there. And I only watched a bit of it. But 6 Beyonce fans and a secret hater, 6 Christians and a secret atheist, 6 vegans and a secret meat eater. I don't know how it's necessarily staged and how much we'll actually get to see if it's only 13 minutes. But if we watched along, and then I can pause it, I can theorize with you. You can theorize as you watch with me. And we'll try to guess right. So, 6 Beyonce fans and a secret hater.
Y'all two are questionable.
I kind of
I'm already going to have to adjust audio slightly here.
want to vote you because, like, that's easy. But then I'm kind of like...
But are you throwing this out to throw us off of you?
I need one good look. I hope they all, like, stand in a line. And I get to, like, look at them.
And who?
Like, square on.
She's the
I
Beyonce
don't.
hater, yo.
Oh my god!
I think this is a preview thing. Again, I have to keep fucking with audio here. Actually, let me do it like this. I'll pull that down.
We brought together 7 Beyonce fans.
Oh, we're getting Spencer. Oh shit.
We brought
Okay, here's our first like group look. Now we didn't see him earlier in the preview thing, so I don't know what happened to him. Do they eliminate people?
together 7 Beyonce fans.
I'm a Beyonce fan.
Oh, they're going quick. Damn, I have to be really quick on the
Fans.
I'm a
pause.
Beyonce.
Spencer. He says he's a Beyonce fan. Gut reaction. Yes, he is a Beyonce fan.
Fan.
I am a Beyonce.
Brandon. Someone's playing music out loud. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to theorize here.
fan.
I am a Beyonce fan.
I am a Beyonce fan.
I am
I'm gonna go back here and do this. Let
We
me.
brought together 7 Beyonce fans.
I'll let the 7 say their phrase, and then we can go back through.
I'm a Beyonce fan.
I am a Beyonce fan.
I am a Beyonce fan.
I am a Beyonce fan.
What is that pose that guy's doing?
I am a Beyonce fan.
I am a Beyonce fan.
I am a Beyonce fan.
Brought together 7
Okay,
Beyonce
I'm going now. I'm
fans.
gonna pause. Like I said, Spencer. Yes. I almost no doubt in my mind he's a Beyonce fan.
Beyonce fan.
I am a Beyonce
I think he's
fan.
also a fan. This might be a red herring.
I am a Beyonce fan.
I am a Beyonce.
What is with this pose that Cody is doing? Who in production told this man to just be a fucking character like this? But yes, I think he's a Beyonce fan.
Beyonce fan.
I am a Beyonce
Yes,
fan.
Beyonce
I am
fan.
a Beyonce.
I also think this is a red herring. I don't initially get Beyonce fan from her. So the guy in the colorful outfit so far and her, I'm not really, I don't get strong Beyonce fan vibes from.
Fan.
I am a.
This shirt. I'm trying to go like look what he ends up doing with his hands. There's gonna be a lot of pausing throughout this. This is gonna be because I'm gonna be talking this through. This is hopefully if this turns into a series. I want this to be like, oh, Austin's really smart. You know, look at his ability to deduct, you know, read characters and stuff like that. Now, this guy's shirt is throwing me off. And then he does this hand motion thing I saw earlier.
Beyonce fan.
He does the double finger guns. I think he's corny, but I also think he's a Beyonce fan. So also you got to trust the integrity on this. I did not look for the answers. I didn't look in the comments. I don't know how this is going to be presented, but I'm going to say initially colorful guy, and is it the one girl in here is not the Beyonce fan? Well, I feel like one of those two is not the Beyonce fan. A hater. They describe in here secret hater. So someone who actually, I don't even think it's like, oh, I'm indifferent to Beyonce. I just actually hate Beyonce. And to me, Like, especially the girl. The woman gives me like hater vibes. Like, who's like a lot of dudes would like stereotypical like be like, oh, I've got no opinions on Beyonce, you know? That's what I would feel like. So if you're a hater,
1 is a liar. If the group discovers who the liar is, they'll split a cash prize.
no, okay. Cash
If
prize.
the liar survives, he or she wins the entire prize.
No, okay. Odd man out. Here we go. Speed round minute.
Who hates Beyonce?
So it seems as though you get a minute to just talk.
Who saw the Beyonce Netflix special?
I think the whole world.
Yeah, everybody.
Oh, look, they didn't raise that.
All right, so I don't know. This is almost like, I mean, to bring in video game reference, Among Us, where it's like, all right, who's confident enough to immediately throw out the first question or the first accusation? And that either means you really want to get down to business or you're really just trying to deflect blame.
I was saying, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't see it.
What is Beyonce Homecoming about?
I didn't see it.
This is,
But that doesn't.
did Nike say he didn't see Homecoming or whatever? I'm also not a huge Beyonce fan. I think she's a fine person, but I don't know. Wasn't that just an album? Was that an album or was it the live show thing?
Doesn't mean he. doesn't.
Honestly,
Okay,
for me,
this is like the
I just asked a question.
It just went so fast. Everyone was talking over each other, and I knew the
Yeah,
decision that.
It's going really quick. So again, we go production wise. Michael, Beyonce fan, question mark. So they're not letting us know. Also a Jubilee director. So they're just getting their crewmates to star in this thing because apparently they wouldn't have to pay then their own staff a double to star in this. Or was this like a pilot episode? They're like, we need just people. Are you a Beyonce fan or can you act like a Beyonce hater?
Came out of that would not have been good.
Mind you, this is what my Spotify was on when I came here. So.
Oh yeah.
All right, he's props. We got Carrot Top here. He's a likely defense. You pull out your phone and you go, hey, look what I'm on right now. Really easy. If you know you're going to be on the show, you're like, all right, and you're trying to lie, you try to cue it up and you're like, this is an easy defense.
He did that in the bathroom.
But we don't know that.
In the beginning round, I thought for sure that it was Cody.
I got artists of the same genre tattoo. I got
But you
J.
don't
Cole on my
got
back and
Beyonce
Nipsey.
tattoo.
No, but I am getting Lauryn Hill. I am getting Lauryn Hill and Erykah Badu that really sing.
But that's
Not
not
What is this guy?
Beyonce.
What Austin Powers?
He just wants to be a character. He just wants to be remembered. When these when the 13 minutes are over of this video, he wants whoever watches this video to remember him.
Movie did Beyonce play?
Look, I'm just gonna be.
What was the question?
Beyonce tattoo.
No, but I am getting Lauryn Hill. I am getting Lauryn Hill and Erykah Badu that really sing.
But that's not
Not
Beyonce.
Beyonce.
What Austin Powers movie did Beyonce?
What Austin Powers movie? That's a very simple question. I don't think you have to be a Beyonce fan to know what movie she was in. Also, I would maybe say that a Beyonce fan might not necessarily know what dumb Austin Powers movie she was in, you know? Like, I think fan, it's not, I'm a Beyonce fanatic, like, well, I guess fan's short for fanatic, but like, crazy person. I'm not a Beyonce crazy person. I don't know every fucking detail of their life, you know?
Beyonce playing.
Look, I'm just gonna be real. I think we should like be making it about like Beyonce herself, not like where she's in or what she's doing and stuff.
Valid point.
Like the music itself.
No, it's all
like the
about
music.
The whole basis of the game was love and hate.
This guy getting philosophical about this.
So I knew people that were spitting the facts. That's where hate comes. You have to be knowledgeable on what you hate.
You're a liar.
Oh.
He was just like, "Yup, I'm here."
I think it's too simple. Also, this guy reminds me of someone I know. I'll leave it at that. But the Cody thing, I think like, I'd really hate to get into the philosophy of this, but of like the people and the motives, the ulterior motives of the people of the show. But I feel like this Cody character. He just wants, like I said, wants to be remembered, and wants to act like he's not a fan. Does that make sense? Like, he wants to pretend like, oh, maybe he is like a fan, but he's like, I want people to come after me if I act like I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like I just stumbled in here like a crazy person or something.
I thought he didn't know anything.
It's an acting job.
I knew it was between me and Cody. Almost 100% knew Cody wasn't the mole, but I still voted for him to stay in. I thought that I could sway people later on.
I saw him and I saw him. I counted the letter.
Okay, so he gets voted out. Now, this seems like a member of production. Raise your hand if you think the mole is already out of the game. Well, I mean, in theory, wouldn't the people who voted for Cody immediately raise their hand? And the people that don't vote for Cody, unless they get swayed by the amount of people who voted for Cody? What kind of question is that? Of course, they think because they voted for him.
It's too soon.
Yeah, it's too soon. It's too soon.
That's so weird. What a weird question. What a weird reaction by them. They should be like, yeah, I voted for him. I thought he was him. They were acting like they were so confident.
Who do we know for sure?
All right,
is
10
a Beyonce
minutes.
I think you're a Beyonce fan for sure.
Y'all two are questionable.
Let's go around at least really quickly and say, when did we fall in love with Beyonce?
Ask, like, hey, simple questions. Start simple, go quick. First, what's your favorite Beyonce song? Favorite album? Like, easy things that a Beyonce, a self-described fan would, know, like right off the top of their head. Then you can get into the nitty-gritty. They're about to ask some weird question. When did you fall in love with Beyonce? What, someone's gonna spin a soliloquy for like 7 of the 10 minutes about when I fell in love with Beyonce? Like,
Beyonce.
The womb.
I fell in love with Destiny's Child with the song Dangerously in Love.
Okay.
And I was like deeply obsessed with this guy named Runa. He had like brown eyes, and they also had a song Brown Eyes.
Maybe Say My Name was like the first one I saw. Singing and dancing and like moving and stuff.
I think this guy is just awkward, but definitely a Beyonce fan.
Like,
I have a question.
Okay.
Who was in the original Destiny's Child?
Like all of them.
Like
The
who
band
was in,
members?
like when Destiny's Child started?
The question on this is Beyonce fan, not Destiny's Child's fan.
Beyonce,
Easy first one. Throw out the one that's the most obvious.
Kelly Rowland,
Yep.
Brie, I think. That's all I know.
Brie. I don't know
Rihanna?
the other girl's name either. I just
Rihanna?
know it wasn't
Okay,
Michelle.
All right, what the fuck? I think she asked the question. I don't even think she knows the answer because he said Brie and then Brianna, and then guy in blue was like, I don't know the answer. But then no one challenged him. The one in the taller guy in the middle said Brie, but he's not.
Yeah.
But if he would have said Michelle, then I would have known.
When I just saw the Netflix special, I just saw like her work ethic. I saw like how she put that whole thing together.
But what a... okay.
No, because before, listen.
This is weird. Well, I know we looked at the earlier categories, but like, like, oh, vegans or Christians or whatever. Those are easier things. Like, those are not as subjective. Whereas, like, oh, I'm a fan, it's a subjective thing. You know what I mean? Does that point make sense? Like the other ones, I'm not a Christian or I'm not a vegan. Those are binary 1-0-1, yes, no. Fan is subjective, so it already feels a bit weird.
Yeah,
that's something.
Everybody already liked Beyonce, already liked all her songs.
Can you understand why someone wouldn't like Beyonce?
I mean,
All
that's
right.
for like a Beyonce stan, right? They'll be like, no, there's no way you can't like Beyonce.
Stan is a fan.
I'm just not.
No, Spencer. Stan as a fan. No, that's not. Me and the colorful guy, are in agreement that Spencer's just talking stupid shit.
Stan is crazy. A stan is crazy. You feel me?
Crazy in love.
You can't understand.
Oh my god, Also, side note, I hate Spencer.
Somebody said, "Oh, I don't like Beyonce." You'll be like, "What? That's
Yes.
so absurd. She's
Yes.
perfect."
Why
This
are we
is
just
majority.
writing you guys off as all solid?
Exactly.
Because we know that these are children.
Exactly.
It's
Beyonce fan.
We all just jumped on somebody.
I massively think it's the girl, and she's doing that whole, like, group her with people, already feel a sense of, like, togetherness. She's trying to be, like, hiding amongst the rest of the people, being like, yeah, Beyonce fans know Beyonce fans. She's putting that whole thing. She immediately gives that off to me.
And so I was trying to bring reason to it a little bit and figure out, like, why are we jumping on this person? You have a more, like, of a stronger argument than him.
I believe
'Cause him,
that.
I'm like,
I think we should be talking about
don't-
everyone's arguments as well.
He's saying
I'm
everybody because he want to keep the focus off himself.
By trying to turn it around in a very non-discreet way, I just became the focal point for more attacks.
This is how we gonna put it to rest right now.
Really, I shouldn't have said anything.
Do a part of the single ladies dance, Beyonce.
I'm actually starting. All right, well, you do it too.
Okay, back to back, do it.
Turn his back. Turn his back. So he can't see me do it. So he can't see me do it.
And you at
Alright.
the same time.
Okay. But
Okay.
how does it start?
Wait.
Like, how does the dance?
Wait, like three.
This is a very... What year was this? 2019? Again, I don't think a Beyonce fan... That's just a cultural thing. I mean, I guess maybe if they didn't know it, it would be hard to argue that you're a Beyonce fan in the slightest if you didn't know the little hand movement thing.
Give another move other than that.
I can do.
That's
I
what
do
I'm
the.
saying. If he don't know that,
I can do like the main move. I don't know anything like.
What is he...
else.
What is he... Is he butt flossing? What is... I need a replay on that.
Okay. But
Okay.
how does it start?
Wait.
Like, how does the dance?
Wait,
I
like
don't
three.
know the whole
Give another.
He just did like his defense is gonna be I'm just not I don't know how to move. I don't know how to move my body. I don't dance. But he was literally just because the move I think he's trying to do, or the closest that I can think of, looks a lot different than that. You've got to like move your legs. There's like leg and hip action, and he's just moving his arms.
I can do.
That's
I
what
do
I'm
the.
saying. If he don't know that,
What is
I can
that?
do like the main move. I don't know anything like else.
he don't know this, yo.
But I.
Oh, we get a fucking ad. Oh Jesus!
Question time. What are you doing?
No free ads on my channel.
Also kind of believe that more. This is like the most known move. At least Raul, he like tried to do.
At least he tried. You're right. Well, let's give him credit. He at least tried something. It's wrong. It's not even close, but it's wrong.
something. It didn't look good, but he tried. He was trying to do
I can't believe I'm agreeing with Spencer.
more like
Like
this,
that.
which is
I
more
believe
like.
it.
He wasn't trying to do that.
You
I
can
was
tell he
doing
wasn't.
that.
Son, I just shook my ass for fucking YouTube, son. I'm putting it out there.
In the box where she put his stuff, what direction did she put it?
I mean, yeah, again, he knows one lyric to a popular song. I guess, again, you don't have to be a fan to know it, but if you don't know it, I guess the argument is it's...
He says it in the song.
What direction was
Yeah,
it?
to the left.
Okay.
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 I mean, come on.
We need a harder question.
Once that 4 of them were united, I knew it was like kind of game over there.
Do we know her birthday?
Oh, I do.
You guys know her birthday?
I do.
It didn't feel.
Okay, so the blue guy in blue, may be the fan. I think he is a fan. I think, again, it's just levels of fan. He's not like a crazy fanatic.
Feel like they weren't fans. I didn't get the vibe that they were like crazy about Beyonce, but I also didn't get the vibe that they hated Beyonce.
I'm fans of many people in my life, and I don't necessarily know their birthdays.
Hey.
All right.
He knows
You
that.
know
I don't know it. I'm just gonna
He
say
doesn't
it.
know it. But I don't know. I'm still
Bro,
I don't
bro,
know.
come on.
You guys, I don't know.
Like I'm telling you, girl has not had to answer anything. She has not had to say a thing. The only thing she's gotten to do is sandwich her in between some almost definitive fans and act like she's leading them. She hasn't had to do anything.
I'm just gonna say, like, facts. I don't think that's what being a fan's about.
The reason I voted for him was just the dancing. I'm not trying to be shady, but like,
Nothing
God, he is just like someone I know in real life.
personal, honey.
It's like, It's like Survivor voting. This is massive Survivor voting.
No, I don't think that was the right decision.
Should we talk about one song?
Okay, so I still think the hater is in there. I'm almost solidly feeling the girl.
That hits home?
I love Halo. I can see your halo. That's a great song, beautiful song.
Great singing.
Do you know any more other than the chorus?
Everywhere I look it down.
Okay.
Okay.
Na 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 na.
Surrounded
Okay.
by your embrace.
Okay.
As soon as the four of them banded together, I
Yeah, he's on the outside. I feel bad for Brandon here.
knew I was next. So I was trying to fight.
I would say Love Drought.
Okay,
Yes.
he's a fan because
He's
like
a
no
fan.
random person is gonna say
No
that.
love
so-
drought. I do love 6-inch heels.
Yes.
Like I feel like
She just knows that song. I'm not convinced.
a baddie when I listen to it.
Fancy by Destiny's Child. Like, I think it was from Fulfilled.
My gut told me Brandon. After that, I was like, wait. Something's off here. Someone can know like a bunch of stuff about Beyonce, but still hate on her.
But
That's what I'm saying. You could actually know a lot and be like, but I actually can't stand her. Like, you just know stuff. You know some pop culture stuff, but you're like, I'm just really not into her music. I think she's a sucky person. Like, I don't. That's why I think if we go on to the next episode and there are more binary stuff, like I am a vegan or I am a Christian, I think that's slightly more interesting and would make this better, like questions better and stuff.
are you
Better than being like, hey, do the single ladies dance or whatever.
throwing this out to throw us off of you?
And who?
No,
And
I would never.
I'm gonna keep it real. I feel like Cody was the mole.
Rahul, he got very sort of like aggressive-ish. You shouldn't know the dance. You shouldn't know the songs. You shouldn't know facts. I'm like, and
But
what
then
the
you're
what do
really
you
a
what do
fan.
you know about Beyonce?
I kind of want to vote.
Also, again, subjective, but I think you could technically be a Beyonce fan and just be like, I don't fucking know the dance. I think Beyonce is a cool person, and for that reason, I think I'm a fan, you know?
You because like that's easy.
Yeah.
But then I'm kind of like, you know how the Beehive works. The haters are part of the group.
That's why I think we're good. I don't think
Yeah, but I think we should just vote you out for security and then be good.
You could feel like the energy in this damn square. Illuminati. Oh no, it's not a pyramid.
I think she's the
I
Beyonce
don't.
hater, y'all.
Oh my god.
Man, me and Brandon.
No, it's not. Let Lord Jesus strike me now. I am a fan. Just for that, I'm gonna vote for you. Just for that.
She's very, very defensive now.
Bye.
Boy, bye.
I don't.
So how many, how low do they whittle it down to? Just till they think they're good?
Are you about to go for me?
I don't know. I am 99%
No, I'm up for it.
sure.
I'm totally up
And
for
I am
it.
99% sure you are. But that 1%, I'm gonna be hot if
Yeah.
if somebody.
But you don't feel that 1% for him?
I don't know.
I'm
I'd
ready to
raise
go
my
on the chopping
hand.
block.
I think it's fair that y'all
Go head to head.
go head to head.
I do believe that we already got them all, and I do believe he knows more about Beyonce than I do. Just want to clarify that.
He's feeling the pressure. He's like, shit, I've spent like what, 30 minutes probably with these people already. And he's naming some far off knowledge of Beyonce. I don't feel confident.
Before we even start anything.
Okay.
I'm 50-50 on that too.
Because
I
it's
know you're a
Beyonce
Beyonce fan.
hater.
Well, see, and I listened to like the music, but I was also big on Beyonce's like movie career because I'm a movie
Wait,
buff.
hold on.
I heard that,
I'll
yes.
say this much. How come all the songs you named was Destiny's Child and not just Beyonce?
Because that's when my love for Beyonce started.
That's true.
Why is she Look at the face he made. He's like, I can't believe I've had to answer that.
Honey, everyone has a start, honey. And I'm a little older, you know, so Destiny's Child was my thing back in the day.
No, I think you're safe. I think you're safe.
I think you're
Beyonce
safe. I just
fan.
had to ask that for my own
Sorry, just
clarification,
love-
boo.
See, you have 1% about me. I got like 10% about you.
I do think he's a
10%.
fan. I don't think he's
That's
a hater.
rough.
Talked about her movie career. Like, she did a movie on MTV. A lot
But
of people
I feel
don't
like
know
that's
that.
the stuff that haters know, actually. Her movie career.
What?
Oh, see, I loved her.
Maybe I'm
acting.
just, like,
Do you see her in
connecting.
Obsessed when she's like, You think I'm crazy? I'll show you crazy.
Okay.
Try me, bitch.
So you know what?
So that's interesting. I guess, yeah, she has an acting career, and you're like, I only know her for her acting. I'm a Beyonce acting fan.
That was good.
So I think it's safe to say we're all Beyonce fans.
Is it too late to change our minds, or do we really gotta vote somebody else? Can we deliberate in the corner?
Why can't it?
Do they have to? I don't know the rules. They have not. I'm gonna go to the. Let me. Don't look at the comments. This isn't gonna give me like what I want. Darn. My question is, there's got to be a reason to not want to vote more people out, because if you're like a little unsure, then you should just vote them out. But the only way to counterbalance that would be if the show is like, the remaining people get more money if there's more people left. Does that make sense? So like, if you have 4 people left, then everyone's just random numbers, but everyone each gets $40. If there's 3 people left, everyone only gets $30. Does that make sense? That would make sense. That's how I'm hoping that the show is done.
Can it just be who knows the most about Beyonce?
I was absolutely terrified that I was gonna get voted out. I don't know her middle name. Like, I barely know my middle name on a given day, because that doesn't
You gotta get yourself checked then.
automatically make a fan.
True.
You could have studied.
I don't study, but I
don't
know
know.
my queen.
I don't know you outside of this square. You know?
I'm telling you, if it's her, she's playing them like a fucking fiddle.
Okay.
I felt like we had already gotten the mole out. I felt bad. I'm scared.
I feel like I'm about to get voted.
Damn, Michael.
Wow.
Michael's a fan.
Wow. Okay.
I do think you're a Beyonce fan.
I
Let
do
me
too.
say that. I do
do
think
too.
you're a Beyonce
I
fan.
do too.
Actually, I know.
Raise your hand if you think the mole is still in the square.
No.
If the lights turn green, you voted the liar out. If the lights turn red, the liar's still in the
I hope it's red just because they suck. They were bad players.
I'm a little nervous.
too.
not gonna
Get
lie.
another advert here.
The wait is over. Growing up
Oh, what
hip-hop
is
Atlanta is
growing up
back
hip hop
on
Atlanta? All right,
Sweating. My contour off.
red. I fucking knew it. All right, so it's one of these 3 fucking fools. Like I said, my guess is the woman. I don't remember her name. I'm telling you, she acted way too well.
It was you. It's
I am
you.
appalled.
It's you.
Spencer,
It's him.
It's you.
Destiny Child, my ass.
Yes, it's you.
I think it's
How long do we get to just watch them accuse each other? The game's over. They
Spencer.
No, I think it's you. It's you.
It's Brittany, bitch.
I knew it was you.
What is this?
Bitch.
It's all about Brittany.
Okay, so he's a Beyonce hater because he actually is a massive fan of Britney, I guess.
You cannot trust anyone. I am my mind.
Okay, but I do want to say, from gut reactions, remember, he was my number 2, so.
Is blown.
I'm fucking pissed. Like, I'm really fucking pissed right now.
I didn't know I had that in me, girl. Like, I knew I was shady, but I didn't know I was a liar. I lied real quick. That's crazy.
How much money does he get? That's a good question.
You see, if you're a Britney fan, this is what you get.
Is that
The
just
reason, that's crazy.
just a bunch of ones?
Girl, it
What is the budget for this show?
fell. You see, if you're a Britney fan, this
It's a bunch of ones.
is what you get. The reason I'm a Beyonce hater is her fans are so aggressive and rude. I mentioned that Beyonce wasn't my favorite person. First thing that I start getting is, you're fat, you're ugly, the F word, you should go kill yourself. And I didn't say anything negative
Jesus.
about her character or anything. I just said, I enjoy Britney Spears more. Beyonce knows that Beehive is so aggressive, she should come out and say, look, we already live in such a terrible world. Let's just be nice with each other. And if someone doesn't like me, who cares?
Groupthink happened. That's what caused the mole to win.
That's what this whole thing is about.
That's what it's all about, man.
People are based on their looks.
And I also realized that you don't have to be aggressive, and maybe that sometimes I should tone it down when someone doesn't like someone I like.
I'm more mad that I didn't see it coming,
Tamara,
but I guess I kind of did. But
you got played by him. You thought you were smart and you were weeding out everyone else.
I didn't want to think that he would betray me like that, which is dumb because we only had like a 30-minute conversation. Like, what the hell does he owe me?
I did feel bad with Tamara and Spencer because we did form like a little cute relationship, but you know, $600 will help me.
$600. Guess it's not terrible.
Feel better. Oh, 500.
Oh, 500. Why did he say 600? How would you mess that up?
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode.
By the way, this is Erin. If you haven't met her yet, she's one of our fantastic directors.
So if you've ever played Mafia or Werewolf, we'd basically decided let's take that party game and throw it into a series, but make it
Yeah,
about
give me a little
judgment
behind the
and
scenes
bias.
here, production.
Because I'm honestly fascinated by like mob mentality and groupthink and how that can blind us.
How judgments form. What were your judgments watching? Who did you resonate with?
All right,
What
well, I don't need it anymore. So yeah, I think this is a fun little mix to what we do. Let's do one more. We'll do one more, and then we'll get to the game. And then every once in a while, this fucking face, we can just mix this in. We mix this in with stuff. Oh, Jesus. Oh, there's like some thing before it.
We hope you enjoy the video.
Tell me about
Okay, so here we go. 6 Christians versus a secret atheist. Christians, secret atheist. Okay. I'm like switching gears in my mind. Forgetting Beyonce. Christians.
a religious experience of yours. Something profound.
Something profound. I saw an angel once when I was like 9 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Great start.
We brought together 7 Christians.
I'm a Christian.
I am a Christian.
I am a Christian.
I am a Christian.
I am Christian.
I am a Christian.
Oh shit, I cut off. I was gonna
we brought together
rewind.
7 Christians.
I'm a Christian.
I am a Christian.
Okay.
I am a Christian.
I keep getting thrown off by the number of people.
I am a Christian.
What is that stupid move he did? Okay,
We
let's
brought
get one at a
together
time
7
here.
Christians.
Get
I'm a
her.
Christian.
Yes, I believe Tony is a Christian. Look at that face.
I'm a
This is gut reactions, remember. Chance, sure.
Christian.
I
Oh God, Andrew, yeah,
am a
sure.
Christian.
I am a
Sure.
I am Christian.
Romy? Rami? And then he does a little judo chop.
I am a Christian.
Ciara? I stand in love and solidarity. The shirt, maybe a bit try hard.
I am a Christian.
Brandon. Maybe Brandon gives off
is
the
a liar.
vibe here.
If the group discovers who the liar is, they'll split a cash prize. If the liar survives, he or she wins the entire prize.
All right, odd man out. Episode 2, speed round, a minute. You only get a minute. What can you learn in a minute? You just look at everyone. Just look at what they're wearing. That's all you get in a minute.
Boy, okay.
All right. Here we go.
Yeah. Do you go to a church?
Look at look at our guy there on the left. He looks down at her and goes, "Do you go to church?" And she's like, "What kind of fucking stupid question is this?" Yes.
Yes, I do.
That's a great question.
I don't know where to even start.
I was going into it thinking about myself and how I present myself. I thought people would be like, oh, she's not a Christian.
Hey.
Harsh. I guess I see what she's saying there. And she probably feels people suck.
Chance, tell me about a religious experience of yours.
A religious experience of mine?
Something profound.
Something profound. I saw an angel once when I was like 9 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
What was that like?
It was really cool. It was creepy, but like in the moment, like it was just like stillness and like really awesome.
In the Bible, when they talk about what angels look like, it's a very scary looking picture. I was like, I don't know if I'd believe someone being happy to see a disfigured human being.
Okay. I mean, I think he's I think the guy there on the most left is a Christian. I just don't think he's smart.
A really similar experience when my father passed away.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Middle guy, I thought he would be a Christian, but the way he's talking and acting already, and again, he was the first to ask a question, seems really like he's playing defense.
Yeah. Do you want to hear about it? I don't know.
Like he was ready to weave a tale there.
I know we have a little. Oh no. Okay.
He was ready to just.
Was pretty horrifying. I didn't even know what to ask. I didn't even know where to start.
Yeah, but you sure said a lot in a minute. You took a lot of the minute there.
We're not watching.
First person I trusted was Brandon.
In the very beginning, him and I were talking. I was just like, all right, man, you and I, packed till the end. We're just gonna keep voting the same person.
There has been a tie. 2 people.
Oh.
So you guys vote again.
Oh damn! It is kind of like Survivor then. Oh.
You guys.
I feel like he is a Christian. He's a fucking dork, but he's a Christian.
You guys really messed up.
So what is this box device that they're in? I know I brought this up earlier. There's no walls or anything to it. So that's strange. That it's just like lights, and then they just step out unceremoniously.
Right now. I'm feeling.
It's very strange. I'm a little concerned. Oh, I fucked up.
I'm feeling disappointed because I feel like I was based off my overall look. I didn't even say anything. I was voted off.
That's what I'm saying. I think they were just like, oh, we don't fucking know anything about him. You can't say probably nothing throughout the whole minute, or people are just gonna cast, since it's only a minute. It's just like, you didn't say anything. Oh, easy vote, just go.
You know, Grace was standing right next to me, and she was really freaked out. She was just like, well, you know, I hope they don't think it's me because X, Y, and Z. And I was like, okay, then it's not Grace. I didn't think it was Romy either, but I just knew it wasn't Grace.
I wanted to ask you, is your church queer friendly, LGBTQ friendly?
Yes, actually, there's 2 pastors and 1 is a biracial lesbian. So.
This guy better not say anything stupid.
Wow.
Why did you choose a non-denominational church?
I mean, I was just born into it, so
Got it.
my dad's a pastor.
Anyone else a PK?
Nope.
No.
I am. Wow.
Did you say PK? Is that a term? Is that a thing? Preacher's kid? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
What's a PK?
Pastor's kid?
Yeah, pastor's
pastor.
Okay, pastor's kid.
Pastor's kid.
Yeah.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, they usually.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
The bad kids at your school, so.
There's like certain terms I think a lot of people just know. I assumed his lack of knowledge meant he wasn't a Christian, and he was trying to like.
I mean, I can't say because I'm not a Christian, but I've never heard anyone be referred to as PK.
Pick up on things as we said them.
How long have you been Lutheran?
My whole life.
Yeah?
Yeah. I grew up in Scandia, Minnesota, and like a big part of the town was the church. So I was baptized there.
Wow.
Do you go to a church?
Yeah, I go to this one out in Riverside. I just started going there about 2 months ago now. Because I grew up going to more of like a strict church, and then I kind of branched away from it and then went back.
He's gonna make the case that he's like, I'm a more laid back Christian, you know?
What do you mean a strict church?
So I grew up Mormon.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, it's strict, it's strict.
You know, I kind of had to take my own path and figure out what worked best for me.
I've stepped away.
Also, his stash is much.
From church. because it's hard for me to find a church, especially a Baptist church, that's
I feel like this guy is either straight up Christian or is really overacting.
accepting of the queer community, so I stopped going.
Are you
I've definitely
get that line again?
stepped away from church because it's hard for me to find a church, especially a Baptist church, that's accepting of the queer community, so I stopped going.
Are you looking for something, or are you
Not
just kind
actively. Halfway through my answer, I realized I probably shouldn't have said that. Because everyone else was like, oh yeah, they all actively go to church, and I was the only one like, I don't go to church now. And that's when I thought, maybe I should have kept that to myself.
But when I took
Ah, shit. Doom, boom, boom. Oh, yeah, look at this thing. Look at this thing.
church, it was like people were taking it beyond judging and were making it like they were like condemning me.
Can you read that? I have really bad handwriting. He mentioned that he hadn't been to church in over 3 years, and I was just like, okay.
I felt like his story about being a PK and coming in and out of his faith could have been an alibi.
Harsh.
He wanted to hear everyone else talk, like he kept asking them questions, like he didn't want to talk about his own experience.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I think he is a Christian.
So,
if I had between these five, because I think the two eliminated so far are indeed Christian, I feel. I am going to go middle guy. I think this guy, the way he acted that first round, where he spoke a lot for the minute and then was like, do you guys want to hear my story? Like, because in his head, he was like ready to say the story, and he's kind of disappointed that like the time started running out and he didn't get to say the story that he had like fabricated, right? So like he was ready to like try to spin them a tale is my thought here.
I think a good question would be like, how would you find your faith?
All right.
So I was actually an atheist before I was a Christian. Like I was a hardcore atheist, and I was like super depressed. Like I was like burdened by like my own life, I'd say. And then,
Isn't everyone an atheist before they follow a religion? I don't know. That's gonna sound like I'm trying to sound all smart or whatever, but I mean, until those are put into you, those like religious thoughts, whatever. I don't know anything.
coming into a life where like you're just kind of getting abundantly filled up with like love from other people and from God especially.
So what made me go back into church, what really like pushed me is I had a really bad breakup. And it was like at this moment.
Damn, a breakup makes you go religious. Oof. It's rough.
I was at work and I watched this kid die because I work in the ER. So watching the kid die and the family kind of go through those.
Wait, I mean, sure, sad story, sir. I'm sorry. Sorry to hear it. Why'd you go from breakup to something about it's sad that you're in the ER? What was the transition there?
Breakup. And it was like at this moment where I was at work and I watched this kid die because I work in the ER. So watching the kid die and the family kind of go through those emotions of like trying to let go, I was like, man, like there's got to be something like that can, you know, make me feel full and make me feel whole.
I believe that there has to be this higher power, and
it's a very
otherwise
generic
the ego
answer.
takes us over, and God allows me to realize that there's more than just me. As an artist,
Man, he is either not a Christian and trying his hardest to come off as one, or he's one of those Christians that's just like, ooh, here's my stereotypical, this is why I believe there's a higher being.
I think there's messages coming to me that I'm supposed
Say
to
he's an
communicate through my
artist.
art.
The way I
Yeah.
grew up, I was really into church. It was my safe space. I had a hard home life, and it was where I felt like I could be myself.
She's not trying to impress anyone. She's not trying to impress anyone with her thoughts or like try to out Christian any of these other people. If I had a lock for the Christian in the group, it's her.
And then I realized I was gay, and that was really hard. And then I took a step back and then have come back to it as an adult. It's been a struggle, but something that I want to have.
I am a PK, so I was just born into it. It was like summer after 4th grade, my parents got divorced. And so I was kind of like straying away, you know, and especially divorce in the church is like a huge thing. So I was just born into it. It was like summer after 4th grade, my parents got divorced. And so I was kind of like straying away, you know, and especially divorce in the church is like a huge thing. So that was really hard, but I feel like that whole situation kind of like solidified my relationship. just so I knew, you know, there was always someone there for me in my church.
A little shaky of a story. It felt unconfident. I'm not entirely out of her corner as a Christian here in this group, but my confidence in her wavered slightly with what she was saying.
Was there for me too.
I think middle guy, tall middle guy in the blue with the weird stance going on right now, talking about religion and art, is my culprit.
I have no idea who I'm gonna vote for. I follow your lead, man.
Yeah. She's a PK, like, she knows exactly how to answer, like, knows the perfect part to play.
Oh, that's a good point. She could be a PK, as they're saying, and not be Christian. So, but she knows how to act as one, if that makes sense.
In the back, she kind of mentioned her stance on premarital sex. So that kind of like was like a red flag.
Bye. See you later.
She seems very upset. She's.
You had a good question, right?
Yeah.
You said
so. You were talking about how like you kind of express yourself through art. Like I wanted to.
Yeah. What the fuck does that mean, sir?
Just have you elaborate on that.
Please explain your weird answer, please. Please.
When he mentioned art as like his form of everything,
It's weird.
just like,
It's weird. Come on, you can say it, Brandon. It's weird. We're all thinking it.
Too much sense.
Cool. Well, like one thing I love about the church is I love to sing.
Okay.
And growing up, like my best memories of church were just singing in the choir. And when
He does give off church choir vibes. I will give him that.
I moved out here, one of the hardest things was not having a church. I think that like through my voice, through the hymn.
He also has, like I said, the posture thing going, his hand movements.
And everything, that's the
But it could be just overacting.
biggest thing.
We were just talking about this, how a lot of the people that go to my church have had similar backgrounds to me, which is they've been hurt by the church. Maybe a song like, Oh, How He Loves Us, in the past was great for you, and then you were hurt by the church. Having those memories attached can actually make worship really hard.
There was this song that like was a big song in my church, the Mormon church growing up. It was like, it's called, I want to say like Families Can Be Together Forever. Man, like my parents, they got divorced, you know, and since that time, like I can't even like listen, can't even look at the lyrics of that song.
Yeah.
So, what about you? How?
What is the point they're bringing up with the, I mean, again, especially, what's her name, Ciara? Saying that the song's hurt. That's a good point and everything. But why is that in response? Is it just because he was saying he sings?
How was like your experience kind of moving across the states and then?
Also, guy in the white there on the left hasn't had to say a damn thing at all recently. So he's coasting right now. if he's the atheist, if he's the secret atheist, he's coasting.
So hard. I grew up in a town of like 500 people.
When you have less people in the group, if you don't have to say much, I think you're pretty good.
And so the church was everything. And coming out here and starting that hunt for one that's like LGBTQ friendly and the right kind of like chemistry.
Third person to bring that up. Is he trying to appeal?
Of people and the right kind of sermons, and I started looking and actually hearing about yours. I'm kind of like, wait a minute.
Give me the info.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be shook if one of these people are the moles.
Brandon, Ciara. So he doesn't believe her. Oh God, get out of here. Manscaped ad. Jesus. Oh my God. So Ciara, 2 votes for her.
Hi guys.
That's rough. That's rough. They're so fucking wrong.
Wow.
Raise your hand if you think the mole is still in the square. If the lights turn green, you voted the liar out. If the lights turn red, the liar's still
I
in
think
the box.
if it turns red, I think it's in the blue.
And you lose.
My mind's
Oh,
gonna
I'm
be
being
blown if
hurt.
they go red, dude. Cause I'm gonna feel really down.
So crazy.
3, 2, 1.
Got away with fucking murder. My second vote is guy on the left. I think Brandon has got a good story. But it's this guy.
Hi, I'm the mole.
I fucking knew it. It was so obvious. Like there became a point. I forget when exactly. When exactly I like felt it. I guess I'd have to go back. But like there was just some point where it's like, no, it was early on. It was the speed round, the first thing. So it's like he asked the first question, and the whole thing where he's like, do you want to hear my story? And then they were like, oh, we weren't going to ask. And he's like, oh, bummer. I had this whole story planned out. Like,
Dang it! Hey, you know what? I did vote for him. I did vote for him.
Yeah.
it was too
I
much.
felt
It was
betrayed
too
a little
much.
bit. I definitely was kind of feeling Andrew was like a Christian for sure.
I was shocked because Andrew, he talks like a lot of the youth pastors at my church.
Yeah, the way he was talking. Yeah, the way he like I said, it was a good in quotes acting job.
You know?
Because I'm gay, if anyone else was gay, I like wanted to be their friend. Then I was like, oh, he's my friend. I'm not gonna vote for him because I really believe him. And then I was wrong, but that's okay.
Take your $500 in ones.
Oh my gosh. I really became an atheist right after I got baptized. I think when I got baptized, I thought something magical would happen and nothing did and nothing changed and I still felt really hated by the church. The things that brought them into the church and into the religion were things that I found on my own without religion.
Personal experience, I think, is huge in the way that we experience religion.
God, she's so level-headed here. She is so level-headed. What am I doing? Ugh, you missed the explanation there. Also, I'm becoming a full-on React streamer or something or another.
I would say that a lot of times we look at Christianity as like a monolithic kind of thing.
She has a good
Out religion.
She has
Personal
a really
experience,
good.
I think, is huge.
That's a good point. Personal experience is huge. Is
in the
very
way that we
important.
experience religion.
I would say that a lot of times we look at Christianity as like a monolithic kind of thing and that everyone does the same thing. You know, even like if you say the word evangelical, that usually means one thing, but that doesn't usually represent all Christians. Even the word Christian barely represents all Christians.
I feel relieved that that is over, but I also feel a lot of love and compassion from that group of people. I was kind of worried how this would go, but I realized that these were all really good people today. They're all amazing.
I got a question for you.
All right, I don't need to see these people. Okay, perfect. If you're, I probably won't be streaming too long tonight, so I'll probably hop in. I'll probably hop in if you're still on in like an hour or so, because I'll probably be off in like an hour or so. Yes, I wish you luck. I wish you all the best of luck. And if I miss any good polls early on, if you're gonna do what it sounds like, if you're gonna be doing polling, I'll check the VOD. I'll scroll. I'll start from the beginning and then catch up.
For you, so was there a time in your life where you had a judgment about someone where you turned out to be
Okay,
like,
I'll be there
completely,
shortly,
like,
probably.
flat wrong?
Okay, 2 episodes of that. I'll think about if I want to do something like this more. I mean, I think there's a ton more of these things that I can just every once in a while mix into streams. It's interesting. I think I'm just very good at I think I'm very good at seeing people act, if that makes sense. And like I said, I got this guy. Also, I don't want this to be the truth, but in both of these thumbnails, the fake person's on the side. So that'll be, if I can remember that I did that prior, if I can remember this fact for next time. What's the next 2? Maybe I'll do like 2 every time we do this, because it's about like an hour to watch, like, or 30 minutes to watch one. 6 vegans versus a secret meat eater 6 non-virgins versus 1 secret virgin. Okay. We'll mix these into streams. It's too good not to. I'm going to hit a quick, very, very quick BRB. Probably not even quick enough to do a song here. And I'll switch, get Genshin Impact. Get 13 Sentinel stars, so I'll be right back.